In a revelation that has sent shockwaves through the global BTS fandom, the truth about Jungkook's whereabouts has finally surfaced. While millions believed he was in Paris alongside Taehyung, new information indicates that Jungkook was never there at all. Instead, his absence raises pressing questions about what truly transpired during Taehyung's high-profile appearance in the City of Lights. Why was Jungkook not by his side? And where exactly was he when the world expected to see the two of them together? For weeks, the narrative was clear, or so it seemed. Fans speculated endlessly that Jungkook had secretly joined Taehyung in Paris, supporting him during a series of fashion events and brand appearances. Social media platforms were flooded with theories, alleged sightings, and unverified clips suggesting the Golden Magne's quiet presence in France. Yet, in a stunning twist, all of those claims are now being called into question. Verified insider reports have confirmed that Jungkook was thousands of miles away, engaged in activities that were deliberately kept from public view. Eyewitness accounts from the airport paint an even more intriguing picture. As Taehyung boarded a flight bound for Paris alone, Jungkook was seen heading in an entirely different direction. Accompanied by fellow BTS members, Suga, Jimin, Jin, J-Hope, and RM, Jungkook reportedly departed for Los Angeles, sparking a surge of speculation across the fandom. Could this separation be coincidental, or does it suggest a deliberate division of schedules between the two global icons? Adding to the mystery, several insiders claim the BTS members were later spotted entering their US-based offices, fueling rumors of an undisclosed project currently in development. But why was this activity shrouded in secrecy? Is Jungkook's absence from Paris a calculated move to prioritize this project, or is there an even more complex story unfolding behind the scenes? This sequence of events has left fans questioning the narrative they had previously accepted. Was the assumption that Jungkook would support Taehyung in Paris an expectation born out of their close public bond, rather than evidence? And if the group's activities in Los Angeles are indeed linked to a major upcoming release, why have neither Jungkook nor the agency offered any hints? Is the silence an intentional tactic to amplify anticipation, or is it concealing a deeper shift within BTS's dynamics as the fandom struggles to reconcile these new revelations? More questions emerge. If Jungkook and Taehyung were traveling separately, does it reflect individual career priorities taking precedence over their shared public image? Could this signify a natural evolution of their paths? Or is there an undisclosed reason behind their physical distance during such a critical time? Some observers argue that Jungkook's choice to stay out of Paris could have been driven by professional considerations. With rumors swirling about an upcoming solo album and potential international collaborations, could Jungkook's focus have shifted toward building his individual brand? And if so, how does this align with BTS's collective future as a group? At the same time, there are those who view the situation through a more personal lens. Could this separation hint at unseen tensions between Jungkook and Taehyung? Or are fans reading too deeply into an arrangement that is purely logistical and devoid of emotional undertones? Without clear answers, speculation continues to dominate online discussions, often blurring the line between informed analysis and baseless conjecture. It is also worth noting that HYBE's silence has amplified the uncertainty. The company's decision not to address the growing buzz has left fans to fill the void with their own theories. Is this strategic non-disclosure designed to heighten curiosity and maintain control over the narrative? Or is it indicative of a larger story they are not yet prepared to share with the public? Meanwhile, Jungkook's absence from social media during this period has only deepened the intrigue. Unlike previous instances where he maintained a steady stream of updates, this time he has remained unusually quiet. Could this digital silence suggest that he is immersed in an intensive creative process? Or is it a deliberate attempt to stay out of the spotlight while Taehyung commands attention in Paris? The contrast between Taehyung's highly publicized Paris appearances and Jungkook's mysterious withdrawal has created a narrative gap that fans are desperate to fill. But in doing so, are they falling prey to a cycle of speculation and misinformation? As viral posts and fan-made videos circulate across platforms like TikTok and YouTube, how much of what is being shared reflects reality, and how much is pure fabrication designed to generate engagement? This situation highlights the importance of critical thinking in an age of digital sensationalism. Readers must ask themselves, are they consuming information responsibly, or are they allowing unverified stories to shape their perception of events? Until concrete evidence surfaces, all theories, no matter how convincing, remain speculative. As the world waits for clarity, one pressing question lingers. What is Jungkook preparing in Los Angeles, and why was it necessary to keep this from public knowledge? Could this be the precursor to a career-defining moment for him as a solo artist? Or is there a larger, undisclosed plan involving all BTS members that will soon come to light? In the absence of definitive answers, fans are left suspended between fascination and frustration. The unfolding drama serves as a stark reminder that even in an era of instant access to information, the full truth often remains hidden, leaving room for both wonder and doubt. So we ask you now, do you believe Jungkook's absence from Paris was purely coincidental, or is there an untold story waiting to be revealed? Could this be the beginning of a transformative phase for BTS, or is it simply another example of how perception and reality diverge in the world of global stardom? While the recent revelations about Jungkook's whereabouts have dominated conversations across global platforms, the fundamental question remains: how much of what we think we know is rooted in verifiable truth? In an age where viral content spreads with alarming speed, it becomes imperative to ask whether this narrative reflects reality or is merely an elaborate construct designed to captivate audiences and sustain media engagement. At first glance, the idea of Jungkook deliberately avoiding Paris during Taehyung's high-profile engagements appears plausible. Insider accounts and speculative fan analyses seem to align in suggesting a calculated separation. Yet, can we accept such claims without rigorous scrutiny? Are these reports grounded in reliable observation, or are they a byproduct of the fandom's insatiable appetite for intrigue? This situation underscores a dangerous phenomenon in contemporary media: the conflation of speculation with fact. Platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter have become breeding grounds for narratives that, while emotionally compelling, often lack corroborative evidence. When fans and content creators amplify unverified information, does this not risk distorting public perception and turning assumptions into perceived truths? One must consider the psychological mechanisms at play. As consumers of these stories, are we unconsciously drawn to narratives of conflict and secrecy because they satisfy a deeper need for drama? Could it be that we are not merely observing the situation, but actively perpetuating it by sharing, commenting, and theorizing? In doing so, are we inadvertently complicit in constructing a reality that may not exist? Even the details about Jungkook's supposed activities in Los Angeles deserve critical examination. While certain sources allege his presence at BTS's US offices in preparation for an undisclosed project, no verifiable images or statements have surfaced to substantiate these claims. Could this absence of direct evidence suggest that these reports are based on circumstantial interpretations rather than hard facts? Or is there a deliberate strategy by management to withhold information and cultivate a sense of mystery? Furthermore, why has HYB remained silent in the face of escalating speculation? Is their non-response a tactical maneuver to control the narrative's momentum, or does it reflect indifference toward the rumors? And if they are indeed planning a significant reveal, what does this mean for Jungkook's role within the group and his trajectory as a solo artist? The separation between Taehyung and Jungkook during this period may appear unusual, but are we projecting too much meaning onto what could be a routine divergence in schedules? Historically, BTS members have often pursued individual projects without it signifying underlying discord. Yet, in the absence of clarifying information, audiences naturally gravitate toward the most sensational explanations. Should we not, therefore, question our own biases and the reliability of the information ecosystem we inhabit? It is essential to recognize that much of the narrative surrounding Jungkook's absence is built on fragments of data: airport sightings, speculative timelines, and fan-generated content. But how many of these pieces withstand serious verification? When a viral clip or tweet claims to reveal the truth, how often do viewers pause to ask, who benefits from this narrative being believed? Is this about uncovering facts, or is it about sustaining attention and feeding the algorithms that thrive on controversy? These questions are not intended to dismiss the concerns or enthusiasm of fans.